Bop. Ba-da-ba-bop. Ba-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na.
Do you have a theme song?
No, that's your theme song, Scott. Come on now. Hello, it's the Sorcerer King stream, the Stardock stream featuring Sorcerer King. Whatever. Hashtag branding.
Happy April Fool's Day.
Happy April Fool's. Happy everybody is unfunny on the internet today.
Yeah.
Day.
Don't
We will
even
not.
try.
We are not doing any April Fool's stuff. We're just doing a live stream
I
of a
just
video
got April
game.
fooled by this scout army.
Oh yeah, he's gonna eat your archers pretty good there.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we've already gotten into some
April
mockery
Fools.
of
April Fool's. I'm gonna
Scott's ability to
restart.
play this game.
April
You seriously
Fool's,
gonna
false
save
start.
scum already?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh boy.
In game, yes.
Excellent.
You know what?
Yes.
There was probably a little notification down there that was telling me that there were enemies in my area.
There
but
probably were.
I was ignoring it. Maybe that'd be kind of nice to have different types of icons because they're all the exclamation point right now. Maybe have like a little, enemy one that's like, oh, I gotta be in the lookout.
Yeah,
for
that would be good.
Opposed to right now, you gotta roll over every single one and.
Totally.
Okay.
XSplit is yelling at me that we have some dropped frames, so I apologize for that, everybody. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Do call it out in the chat if it looks terrible, because I don't always see it in my XSplit readout here, and I can always try to restart XSplit or whatever if things are screwed. Super high-tech patch note, not even patch notes, just Scott notes.
Just ideas, random musings.
So here we are, and we have an internal build.
This is an
again this
internal
week.
build. Got some new things to show off. Not the super most exciting things, but they are very useful. We have a terrain type indicator right here. That kind of shows us, information.
Oh
about
man,
the
I've wanted
terrain.
that forever.
It's very useful. It's very useful in figuring out bugs because apparently we all thought that this road was giving bonuses, but it's only giving bonuses in your territory.
Which we noticed last week was a weird.
We noticed
we
noticed
weird. Something.
Yeah,
was happening.
gameplay-wise, it's like, man, this road blows, and it turns out that it's because it's not in my territory. We'll have to sit down and figure out what the design is for that because, I can certainly see, roads going a little bit better in your territory.
It's not just that it's not your territory though; it's actually enemy territory. Is
it?
interdicting the road.
Oh yeah.
I wonder now that actually, from a design perspective, would make sense to me.
Yeah, but it is super annoying.
It is super annoying, and it's like if you get
I
one of
don't
those
know,
strong
movement-
camps like the rebels, like that's gonna be.
Movement is such a. It can be such a pain in the patootie that I would rather just.
Yeah.
The strength of the enemies is the interdiction, not the.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I mean, there's the strength of the enemies, plus there's the fact that you cannot get the things in that territory. It just seems like roads is just an unnecessary trifecta.
Yeah,
I
see
don't know.
that.
Or at the very least, half the amount. It's just there's a gulf that I don't think is necessary from 8 times movement bonus to 0 movement bonus.
Yeah.
It seems like 4x movement bonus would be.
And even that is like then you start to get into weird counterintuitive or not like non-obvious interactions, right? Where it's just like, how much does that add to the gameplay? I guess is my question.
Exactly. Yeah, it just feels confusing instead of being like,
Right.
oh, interesting choice.
Right. So let's see. Do we have
Cloudwalk? Actually,
We do have
the forum post. We
Yeah.
got a lot of had some questions in there.
Excellent.
If you want to troll that for.
I control that for you. You forgot to log out of your Steam friends, by the way, so we get to see what Brian's playing. You just had the Steam. It's whatever. It's fine. It's the game is announced now, so I don't have to be that concerned about it.
Okay.
He's playing Ashes of the Singularity,
Okay.
which nobody else gets to play.
Yes.
So too bad for you guys. Let's see, Sorcerer King.
Okay, I see what I'll do. I know what I'll do.
I like that you have a plan. You got a lot of miners hanging out around Athica there.
Yeah, why are you here, everybody?
What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
Hey, guys. Here's a good question from A0152570, who I assume is a robot. But he joins us frequently on
Robots
the stream.
always have the best questions.
So we like to answer his question. Thank you for coming by as well. Will you allow reordering for the army panel? It would be nice to place key armies at the top for quick selection. That's kind of an interesting question.
It is. We haven't put much thought into that.
I could see that.
Reordering. Actually, wait. This is on the forum, right?
Yeah, this is a forum
okay.
question.
I don't need to write that down. But yeah,
it's interesting. I mean, because right now it's kind of just ordered by like build date, I think.
Yeah,
which is kind of lame.
Yeah. I mean, we totally should sort this by their battle ranking. It's funny because you look at this and I assume that it did, but then I see that there's a 10 down there. So yeah,
I would say also make sure heroes are always at the top.
Yeah,
battle ranking, but then heroes get an exception and they're always at the top. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
If I were designing it. Please provide a way to delete my old and no longer needed units. Don't we have a disband button?
Yeah,
I thought we did. Go find the disband button, Scott.
No, I need them all. I need all my guys.
Well, you don't have to do
later.
it. You don't have to do it. You just have to find the button. I mean, I'm going to assume that that looks a lot nicer. The spell book and the research and stuff. So if you go into his equip or into his details,
you know what?
We might not.
Methinks that is a valid concern.
We should. I mean, we should have that.
I have a feeling if I press the delete button, it'll. Yeah. Okay. So delete.
Oh, so it does exist. It's just not.
The functionality is definitely there. It's just a matter of him, figuring out where to put this. Probably, in the unit menu.
I mean, typically it goes inside like the details window for a unit in a game like this.
Yep.
So let's see. We have our new notifications in. Well, not new notifications. New icons.
Oh crap!
Wow, Scott, you're just making it too easy for me today.
I guess
we have little tutorial windows.
Oh
Look
yes.
at that.
Okay. So that's another thing. Let's talk about the good stuff. A whole bunch of these little Civ 5-esque, like this is what the screen does, and a nice little button that lets me dismiss it. Let's see. I think I just wasted this pikeman.
I think you may have.
It's okay. He took out 3 health.
Just saw in the chat that sometimes getting a report that sometimes delete does not always work.
That's weird.
Which is weird. So definitely,
weird.
if you see that, please send us a bug report because that is something that we should know and fix for sure. All right, let's see. Gilmoy says that there's some weird grass around Avalan, partially along, partially rock. I don't know what he's talking about there. Oh, are you talking about the? It's on the border of the Shadowland, so there's that.
that's.
And then we've got some of our new enchanted land there, which I think is in the public beta, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys will probably have seen that or will see that. Man, those new spell icons look way better.
Yeah, they. I think they even have. This is just the first pass. We have a second pass that's forthcoming.
Nice. Who's making those?
Leo.
Leo's making those. Oh, very cool.
Yep.
He's good at the art.
Yeah, he makes good arts.
So anyway, so the notifications that we actually kind of got distracted from talking about, we have so the new icon, so that I'm so glad we have those tutorial pop-ups in. That's great. So that for like basically for things that are, or those are for straight up tutorials. Do we also have the ones for like there's a dude in your territory or there's an unbuilt resource? I know we had talked about that.
Oh yeah, we do. Those are the exclamation points that show up down there.
Okay.
And those are the ones where it would be nice to have like different iconography for different things, because just big exclamation point, my brain stops paying attention after a while.
Right, because the problem is that they tend to sit there because a lot of the times it's like, I don't need the freaking horses, so no, I'm not going to build on the freaking horses.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to figure that out. But anyway, did Scott find a reason why fertile tiles sometimes disappear?
No.
All right, you should find that.
No, it's in the bug list, and it will not be me looking for that bug. My coding skills would not be useful there.
I see. Let's see. What else do we got? We have
some new wonders. Order of the Seer. So let's see what else. Order of the Legion. So a couple of wonders that will boost certain things. Order of the Forge will give you +1 enchantment slot or
Sweet.
unlock enchantment. So I know that's we're going to be reorganizing where you actually unlock enchantment anyways. But this is another way that you can do that. Movement bonuses, bunch of bonuses to Empire-wide stuff.
That's cool. I actually like that we're kind of getting some stuff in that makes more cities better.
Yes.
Because right now, like, it's really easy to kind of just go one city and just stack it up with a bunch of enchantments. And just once you can start cranking out, the better units and stuff. Yep. Ooh, what's the graveyard? That was actually, sorry, I stole that question from the chat.
Oh, that is one of the new secondary quest locations. Ooh. We have about 30 that are coming in. This one, I think, is tied to this place. I gotta go there. Something sinister is going on there. I don't want to go there under-equipped. So, first I want to defend this city from these guys.
So let's see. What else we got going on? You guys have been busy. I like it. Where is that pioneer going? Are you just gonna go sacrifice him to those guys?
No. Oh,
have those guys not killed enough of your troops yet?
Wait. That's right. Undo. Where's the undo button in this game?
Oh, man.
I was going to place an outpost to whittle them down. I love outposts as offensive structures.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can't put an outpost in an enemy territory, right?
Okay.
Is that the restriction?
Undo.
Oh, yeah, it just didn't update the UI, it looks like.
Does Paul not do that? Paul does that, right? He cheats? I mean,
from time to time.
Utilizes developments... gameplay mechanics.
Paul doesn't tend to get himself into as many situations.
Oh, okay.
What have you, Scott?
If I had non-interactive battles, then I would be able to.
Oh, you be nice, mister. You're going to get in trouble. Are wonders one per empire?
Yes.
They are.
Yeah.
So you can build one of those things.
One per city. Okay. I'm sorry. No, one...
They are unique buildings.
They're unique buildings. So that's kind of our way of allowing for... wonders will be our way to allow for unique cities. Okay. So there'll be certain things that you may want to, one city to prioritize making these versus these.
Okay.
So some wonders are empire-wide. Some are, just give sweet bonuses to that city.
Okay.
So lots of different stuff, different things that we can do there.
Had some quality taunting of Paul going on in the chat.
Oh, poor. I love Gale Civ 3. I shouldn't have
See?
Now I feel bad. I got to buy him a basket of fruit.
Beer.
Oh, we got rid here.
Oh, yeah.
Addition by subtraction. We did get rid of that second row that was completely useless.
You could even get rid of the attack button or the text.
That's true, yeah.
You totally could, because it's like it's not. Yeah. It doesn't tell you anything. It's just upgrade outpost to level 2, level 3.
Yeah, because it's a big spear.
Have an unfortunate question from Juan Jose, which I'm not going to repeat, but the answer is no. So no.
I'll just let my mind wander as to what
Who are you playing as today, Scott?
Galor.
Why are you playing as Galor
Because
today?
Galor needs love. We need Galor. The Galor and Tandis combo. They need to get dusted off and polished up and yeah. So just playing as them. We're already getting a lot of great feedback on Galor in the forums, and I'm just trying to figure out what to do with Tandis. Design-wise.
Yeah, I mean, warriors are always a problem, right? Because it's like, hit stuff harder.
Yeah.
That's a fun ability.
Yeah.
And, like, it can be a fun ability, but you need, like, cool stuff.
Yeah. So what do we got? So this is Tandis's ability tree. He has Inspire. All friendly units on the battlefield get +15 dodge and +2 initiative for 5 turns.
That's pretty good.
So that's kind of a cool, like,
First turn,
warrior commander ability.
Yeah.
I thought about... changing Poison Dart.
Please, God, change Poison Dart.
Well, it would be nice to have an ability that actually cured people of poison. Like you get in. So I got into a battle with Erkson.
Uh-huh.
They have Poison Dart.
Right.
and they have counterattack. And it'd be nice to have some sort of ability to, number one, diffuse that, take care of the poison element of their attack, or immune to counter down here. Tandis is the only one that gets that. I don't know how useful that is.
Oh my gosh, excuse me.
But it'd be nice if you could get everybody immune to counter. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it like one branch should be, Tandis hits harder, Tandis mad, Tandis gonna kick butt. And then another branch for kind of a more commander-esque, this is you beefing up your allies either passively or through abilities. And then, somewhere in the middle, some other stuff. And then it is really nice having Maul at the end of this tree. So
yeah, Maul's super good.
I don't think I'm going to change that. And I have found Blinding Strike useful. It's hard. Just figuring out where these things need to be and then how strong they should be hitting for.
Sure.
But yeah, we got to make sure every single one of those actions, just like spells right now, feel a little bit weak because you're using a unit movement. Like the fact that you're sacrificing an attack for this thing needs to be, they need to be worthwhile. So,
absolutely. Had a comment in the chat. Immune to counter has been relatively irrelevant because Tandis lawn mows all opponents regardless. So him getting hit is not even the problem.
Yes. Yep.
That's a totally fair point.
Yep. Absolutely.
What other side cities are there? I saw the Flame guys. So we have a bunch of minor factions. They're not, rival empires in the sense of like Civilization or Fallen Enchantress or anything. But they are minor factions that you can get on your side, and they give you cool stuff. They give you champions. Is the biggest thing that they give you.
Once you get them on your side, you get a brand new champion right off the bat with their own skill tree, very unique.
And they also give you stuff, just new units and what else do they give you? I don't actually even know off the top of my head.
Ingredients, spells. We could have them give those wonder improvements. So
that would be
building, cool. Unique. Actually adding stuff unique to cities based on who you've allied with, stuff like that.
Totally.
So
let's see. People like the idea of AoE poison cleanse. I think a poison cleanse for everybody would be pretty cool. Yeah. I think you would have to make it like army wide though, or at least AoE.
Sure.
Because otherwise it's way too weak.
Yeah.
Or way too weak and situational. Whereas like if it's AoE or army wide, then it's kind of a big like middle finger.
I'm sacrificing a move for something. Something big. Yeah.
Especially if it's a hero move, because like Tandis doing something besides attacking. Yeah. That something should be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's see. Somebody in the chat seconded please God change poison dart, so we know I am right in that regard as well. So
here's my question. Is there any way to make poison dart cool?
I don't think it's a cool hero ability. Poison, I mean, it's fine on Urkson.
It's such a little impy, like, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
And for Tandis to be like, I'm gonna get you. Yeah.
he needs to have a little more base. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I could agree with that.
He needs more metaphoric base in his abilities.
I don't even know if it needs to be metaphorical. I think you just add a little more base to the abilities in general. I think that'll work. Dude, I've been playing Pillars of Eternity like the rest of the world.
Yes.
And the one of the things I absolutely love is that when combat starts and my chanter starts chanting and you get this like huge booming voice like like I love it.
Feels good.
It's so great. We got a lot of good questions in the chat. Half of them are from 2/3 of them are from Gilmoy, but that's okay. I do want to get to some chat questions. So unless you had something you were in the middle of, Scott, even if you did, I don't care.
I gotta focus on this battle because
you should focus on the battle. So let's say, hey dudes, hey dude. No other improvements for outposts? ? No, I mean right now it's like outposts kind of fill a pretty specific role.
Yes.
And they have a pretty nice little space in the design. Like they're not cities. They're not going to be as complex as cities. They're supposed to be kind of, they control territory, they give you access to resources, and they ping opponents in their Zoc. Like that's what outposts do.
I mean, yeah, if you, especially when you factor in kind of the new idea of ZOC-wide bonuses. So we already have this system where you can enchant cities, or you can give or even as the player or the sovereign's skill tree, you can go up and get abilities that boost your units when you fight in your territory.
Right.
And so anything that there are abilities that wouldn't do this, but most of the ideas that we ever come up with for other things an outpost can do tend to be, you boost guys around you by, boost their attack, boost their health, whatever. And so all of that stuff kind of falls into, it's already being done with this ZOC. Fighting within your ZOC or ending your turn within your ZOC gives you X bonus.
Sure.
So we don't want to clutter up the interface. I like the clean design of they are for attacking, they are for expanding your ZOC.
Totally.
And it kind of works. So
totally. Let's see. What else we got? Do you think it is fun to let the player know that there will be a unique army that the Sorcerer King will send in at some threshold threat level? That's an interesting question.
I'm always a fan of telegraphing big stuff like that, making sure that the player knows what they're up against. Actually, one of the things that we're going to be working with Chris Buckles on is the idea of mid to late game secondary quests where, a dragon is spawned or some sort of mini boss is spawned in the world. You're warned about it, and then you have the opportunity to, go fight them if you want to, depending on your resources and whatever. So I certainly, as a player, would appreciate the heads up that, these are, we've seen harbingers in the area. They suck. Don't, don't attack them now. Or the more that we can communicate with the player and let them know what they're going to be up against or what's coming their way, I'm all for that. The problem most of the time is doing that in a way that doesn't force the AI to play things out in a certain way.
Sure.
If you say, these guys are going to, we've gotten word that they're going to attack Avalon. And for some reason, there are situations where maybe the AI won't be able to get there.
Oh, sure.
And so all of a sudden, you're expecting that and it doesn't happen and it feel broken.
Yeah,
so we just have to be really careful about how we communicate that sort of thing with the player.
Sure.
It has to be kind of amorphous.
Sure. Let's see. There's some confusion over who Galor is. Galor is the wizard sovereign.
Yes.
Who is kind of the player character, the ruler. He's not on the map, but he's who Scott is playing as. Let's see. What else do we got? I want this build. When? This is, all stuff that's going to go into the next beta drop, presumably.
Some stuff will go into the next beta drop. There's talk of a hot fix for some of the more crucial fixes. I don't know when that will be. We have a short week this week. I'm not going to drop this week.
Right.
But maybe I could see next week. But don't. Yeah.
All right. Had an interesting idea to replace Poison Dart with Tandis's Charm, which lowers resist to make Hypnotize easier to land.
Oh,
that's kind of an interesting idea,
so if he is in the party, I like that, and it's kind of snarky. Like
it's a little.
And that's one of the big things that we've been talking about lately is, how much of that like. So we made we brought on Chris Buckles. We said. We've written far too much text that's boring to read.
It's really easy to write text that's really boring to read.
And it's not even that it's boring. It's just we wanted to do something fresh. And so we had all been reading a lot of Cracked, and we're like, let's try to get a hold of Chris. So, and it's become such an integral, enjoyable part of the game that now we're at the point, we actually had some marketing experts come in and take a look at the game, and they're like, why don't you bring that out? Like, push that. And it's a hard we don't have the balls to push it all the way. But we do want to kind of squeak it out there more, right?
You totally just said that.
But it's true. I mean,
I'm in awe of the fact that you just said that we don't have the balls to push it all the way. That was just really well done. And I appreciate that.
I had to squeeze.
I totally stopped listening to anything else you said and just sort of retreated into my shell.
So, anyways, the more kind of like Beardsmith, kind of like trying to get some of that enjoyable flavor out there. And so,
Totally.
anyways, that's why I like the idea of Tandis's charm being a ability.
Absolutely.
I'm going to keep playing.
You should do that. Can the Sorcerer King get minor factions on his side? And if he does he get units and a hero from them? What does he get?
He gets... well, basically, if they're on his side, they go to war with. That's the equivalent of them going to war with you. In code, they actually go to war with you. So they'll start sending units your way to fight you, and you will have to go and fight their capital.
Okay.
And so you'll end up fighting the hero in that battle. Their
sweet.
Hero. So if you beat them, you get a nice piece of property. Like, let's see if...
that's a couple crystal mines and a shard.
Yeah, so there's a shard, there's a crystal mine. If you defeat this area, it actually comes up with some really fertile land that's really useful.
Cool.
So, there is that choice of whether or not some people may want to go to war if they have if there's a really sweet area.
I could totally see myself doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
interesting.
So yeah, but he gets they can go either way, and I know that I saw a question on the forums. Once they swing one way or the other, that's it. There's no diplomacy past. I think that's all of our games though. When it comes to alliances, at least, once you've allied, that's kind of like, okay, we're allied, we're cool.
Sure.
All
right. When researching heal, is the wording now clear that you get both the tactical and strategic versions? I have no idea. Let's find out.
Yeah, probably not.
So I don't know. That's one of those like text bugs. Like submit a bug report is the best way to get us. Like go to the forum, submit a bug report. We'll get it. We'll put it in the database, and we'll get to it.
It actually may not even be a text bug. That's something we got to display. Like say, because right now certain spells unlock other spells. So heal. You're technically researching strategic heal, but it also unlocks when you get it, it unlocks the tactical version. So I don't know. We'll have to figure out a solution there if there's still, if it's still confusing.
Our robot friend, I'm just going to call him our robot friend. Haven't seen wheat tiles in beta 5 or beta 4 or whatever.
What? I haven't. Yeah. What?
Did you break the map gen again, Scott?
I did not. Shut up. I kind of did.
You may have broken the map gen because I do not see any wheat there.
The heck? But those get placed later. I don't understand why they.
Is too much stuff getting placed now, and it's like seeing that the map is too saturated by the time it gets to wheat.
It's very possible. Yes, that is very, very possible.
Because stuff is pretty dense on the map here.
Yeah, because that was what was happening when. there was that month where there were clay pits as far as the eye could see,
right?
And there would be nothing out, like no goodie huts, no nothing. So I bet you it's just getting to. I bet you it places wheat last, and then
it just sees already too many resources.
Yeah, that's not good.
You should put that on the notepad.
You know what? Bam.
Nice. High tech.
Where are you, wheat?
Here's a good question from Satoru. Do you think there should be some random events that happen at 50 or 75% fill on the Doomsday counter? This is something I've brought up many times.
I do. And actually those mid to late game, some of those mid to late game side quests will probably be triggered by the Doomsday counter. So
excellent.
Yeah. Another thing we had talked about, and I believe now with the extra time we'll be able to do it, is when you get to the last 10% of the Doomsday counter, or maybe even 20%, actually the world lighting is going to change.
Oh, cool.
It's going to shift into more dastardly
awesome.
Like sunset, like a dastardly sunset. Is that a thing?
Totally, it is now. Some more questions from the forums. From actually the entire forum thread is from our robot friend, but that's okay.
Cool.
That's okay. We appreciate the enthusiasm. Let's see. Doomsday counter with the priest never seems to rise very high. Didn't see the Doomsday counter go over 200. That's. If you're seeing that, then certainly let us know. Doomsday balancing is definitely something that is ongoing.
Yeah.
So if it's not,
we will look into that. I'll be curious what kind of spells he was casting. And
yeah.
it doesn't. it doesn't change. Like the priest doesn't necessarily
have any slower growth. Or
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. Sure. So I'd be curious what exactly was going on there.
Sure.
Take the sword. What should I do? Take the sword, take the scroll, take the book of lore. Take the sword. I'm Tandis.
I think that seems obvious.
Sword. Nice.
Oh, man. How about that?
Okay. I was so afraid of that tile, and I didn't even have to fight anybody.
Our robot friend appreciates the graphics. Thanks, dude.
Oh, thank you.
The team has worked super hard on that. And, I mean, I think it looks pretty awesome. I'm glad to hear. Are you not high enough level?
Yeah, I got to be level 6.
Level up. Level up. You're level 5.
Oh,
or can you make any XP potions?
I don't think I know. No.
What are they called? Warrior spirits.
You
need to go kill some ogres. I love the XP potions. I totally make XP potions. Should we start a drinking game for whenever the notepad pops up? Feel free. I can't stop you.
You know what? We could. I'll just jam on the.
It seems ripe for abuse.
Yes.
Put it that way. Let's see. Is there a way to view the bug database, or is the best approach to scour the forums to see if a bug has been reported and noted by the devs? Honestly, you don't even have to look. Just report it, and we will take a look at it. We have a whole system. It's a database. We have people who monitor it. Just go ahead and report it, and we are happy to take the report. And if it's a duplicate, that's okay. We totally don't mind. Yep. It's a very small amount of effort for us to handle duplicate bugs, and so we'd way rather that you report more stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And we appreciate it very, very much when you do that, because that helps us out a ton. So, are you got? It's Darklings and Erikson. Never mind. It's just one dude.
It's just that's the only guy, and should I hypnotize him?
Not with Tandis.
What?
You got so many scrubs to burn their turns.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of Tandis.
Okay, fine.
Jeez.
See? I think you guys should drink whenever he's mean to me.
That's probably a better drinking game. I like the way it incentivizes me, too. I appreciate that.
We're going to get these guys.
Awesome. Will we be able to mod units, spells, cities? Absolutely. A lot of Sorcerer King is what's called data-driven, meaning that when the game loads up, oof. He's got some problems.
Okay.
On the other hand, it's Sir Kristen, and he dies all the time. And why do you have a scout in your army? What is the point of a scout?
Heal.
So you can heal. Oh, no, that's fair enough. He's going to go eat your archer. Your filthy archer.
There we go.
Well, it's a Darkling, so it's actually not going to eat very much of anything. But although shadow shifting him into the ether trap is pretty amusing.
Yeah.
Shadow shifting itself into the ether trap, less desirable.
I'll take that.
We should bring that up to Brad.
I like that. Okay.
So anyway, things are a lot of the game is data driven. What data driven means is that when the game runs, when you double click it or you launch it from Steam or whatever, it reads its data files, which are just an XML, which is it's text basically. That you can just go in and edit. So how much damage an ability does is it's a field in the XML file, and you can load it up in Excel, or the XML file you would load up in Sublime Text is a good free tool that you can use for that. And just go find where the definition of what that ability does. You want Blinding Strike to hit harder. You go in and you add a modifier to, there's a dead scout. You go in and add a modifier to that, and there you go. And a lot of it is a lot of the game is accessible through that interface. So we encourage people to go get their mod on. We actually are Notepad++. Notepad++ is all right. I've moved toward Sublime Text, to be honest. It's a little bit more. Jeez.
Oh, that was close.
This dude is a little bit of a problem. All right, you definitely gotta have Brad make the AI aware of Ether Trap, because that's a little ridiculous. Notepad. Would you notepad me up?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
So shadow, okay.
Oh, just the AI just needs to be aware of Ether Trap in general, because it shadow shifted and it moved when the Erikson did its move away to do Poison Dart. Tile, there you go. Whatever that.
Yeah, because they'll walk into fire tiles.
Oh, sure. Anything that has a damage on it. Yep.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
So let's see. Is Sorcerer King's AI data driven, or is that only for Galciv 3? I believe that the AI for Sorcerer King is code.
It's a mix.
It's okay.
So I think
There you go.
what abilities and what spells it uses has some data drivenness to it.
Okay.
But a lot of the core stuff is
in code.
Straight up code.
Sure. So to some extent, you'll be able to change some stuff.
Just got a helmet.
But there is some stuff that unfortunately you won't be able to. Requires level 5. Well, he is level 5.
Yeah.
So you can equip that, right?
We need a new art for that.
Oh yeah, you do. That's old art.
LH art.
Boo.
Boo. 1,000
Five.
boos.
Oh hey, equipment is stacking. Hooray! That's nice.
Yes.
You know what else we need is that consumable window for the main view that Brad has been talking about forever. Totally need that.
I don't know if that's gonna get in.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
Galciv 3 stole one of our coders.
Oh, that's true. And UI actually, because isn't Jenna on?
I don't know if she. I think
Anyway.
she's going on to Ashes.
Stupid,
Anyways,
stupid Galciv, stupid other
other
projects
games.
stealing our people.
Boo.
Will you be releasing mod tools like you are for Galciv? I believe we're releasing the editor. Do we? SK has an editor, right? Like the Excel sheet?
It has. Some of the tools are built in. I think that you can unlock them with like with a flag, and then some of the other stuff like we actually use Excel for all the data management.
Right.
So I doubt we'll hand that out just because.
I know. I know Paul's planning on it for Galciv.
Oh, he's gonna just
He
give
is.
that file out.
Yep. Give the Excel file out because it does make it a million times easier to do.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
We'll see. I don't know how.
All right. So, TBD.
Yeah.
Who was that giant? That is one of our swamp giant buddies.
Here, notepad.
Oh,
You guys can.
here you go.
I hope you guys aren't getting too drunk.
I haven't even. Oh, because the notepad game. I thought we were on the. I thought we were doing the when I'm mean to you game.
Oh, we can do both.
I like that game better.
Okay. AI.
Yeah, because he does just kind of hang
Giant
out
is
there.
just chill, accent, outside.
Wow, I didn't know it was
Sound
1997
like
still.
a creep.
You were typing. You didn't even hear my sick burn, Scott.
Oh, what did you say?
When you typed chillaxin,
Yeah.
I said, "Wow, I didn't know that it was still 1997." We should.
Now they're really getting drunk.
If it wasn't totally illegal, I would
Let's see.
put like some Beastie Boys on right now, because I would totally make Ill Communication the unofficial soundtrack of. Well, I can make it the unofficial soundtrack if you own it. I suggest that you put on Ill Communication right now because it's brilliant, and that's even more like 95 or 96, I think.
Does that check your head?
Well, Check Your Head was before Ill Communication.
Oh, okay.
And Check Your Head would have been like 91.
Oh yeah, that was
If that,
You're right.
like 90 or 91. It is also brilliant, of course. But hey, your outpost actually got some work done. Boop.
Oh, I'm telling. Oh, come on! How much did I waste?
So much mana. It's so expensive.
Come on.
40.
No.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Now he just no.
Oh.
Oh, and he dodged. Oh, and he stabbed
It
me
would have been
there.
so perfect if he'd actually killed Sir Kristen there.
What a
Man, the RNG taketh away.
now. If I had some sort of special ability on Tandis,
To lower his
that
resistance.
lower his resistance.
That's right. I think it should be an active, though, not a passive. I think you got to make it an active.
so. It's like he
So he's
he
like-
turns on the charm.
I think you can make
Everybody
it.
gets little hearts over their head.
That's
and then
right.
they're-
Does he have a mustache? Can we give him a mustache? I would like to formally request that we give Tandis a mustache.
Do you pay any attention to like Unity and Unreal and
A little bit.
Okay, so for their announcement at GDC, not Unreal. What's the other one? Unity. Unity put out a picture of this guy like lounging in this space station,
Okay.
and he had a mustache, and
All
he
right.
looked super playa, and that's what I imagine. Like Tandis just like lays down,
Do
and he's like,
we have like a
"Yo."
bearskin rug?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be
He
amazing.
Turns on the fireplace.
See, I think we have pretty much design. I don't know why we designed any other way than on the screen. Actually, is really I think where I'm landing here.
Okay.
Black Smoked Max says if he's getting a stash, it better be a big, sick 70s stash. I think that goes without saying.
Absolutely.
I think that is. I mean, yeah, that's not even a question in my mind. Yeah, I was just about to go on a big Archer tangent, and it's probably not necessary, but suffice it to say that show is brilliant. What are you even doing?
I don't know. We're talking about Candace and bearskin rugs.
Speaking of mustache rides, Super Troopers 2 has an Indiegogo that they're totally hitting their goals, so it looks like there's totally going to be a Super Troopers 2, which makes me very happy because that movie is brilliant. And very R-rated, I believe. So if you're under 17, don't watch it. But how about making heroes carry a flag like in Heroes Might and Magic games? We could. I don't think we're probably going to add banners to our heroes. That's an interesting idea. I think the hero art's pretty.
Yeah,
outside of Tannis getting a mustache, I think heroes are pretty. Pretty locked in at this point.
Yeah, I don't think it's as necessary in this game because it's either you're on our side, it's either there aren't many sides, it's not like, are these the Germans, are these the Chinese? It's your guy, it's Sorcerer King, which has a pretty obvious like shadow-esque look to their guys.
Yeah.
There's the kingdom, and then there's the trolls or the
swamp
giants and the bandits, and I'd like to think that the art, doesn't require it.
Right.
But I could see it for...
I mean, in practice, you don't end up really moving that many armies around either. At least I don't. Like, I kind of tend to have my hero stack or maybe 2 hero stacks. Yeah. But, like, if you're going out and, like, killing stuff without your hero, you're kind of wasting XP. Not that it's not good to get XP on your units, but it's way better to get XP on your heroes.
Yeah.
So stop doing that anyway. Man, you're just straight ignoring that question. Oh, hey, look at that. Nice.
So now,
because
I'm honorable,
a battle mage has joined you.
Awesome.
Nice. Are battle mages worth a crap yet, or are they still needing balancing to be useful?
Well, last I checked, battle mages, the art is broken.
Oh, no.
No. Okay, good. She's good.
Nice. Her staff looks awesome,
build,
actually.
Yeah, in my build, it's kind of messed up. Okay, good. I will use her to kill some of these.
There you go.
Why is that guy? That guy is the creepiest mofo.
Oh, the swamp giant? Yeah. He's just kind of standing there like, hey, how you doing? He does have a mustache, if I recall correctly. So
he has a beard. He is an Amish.
Okay.
He's kicking the Amish.
Lots of
Abe Lincoln.
Okay. Lots of love for the mustache idea in the chat, Scott. I think. I think.
I will probably end up being the one doing the particle effect for this. I will gladly make it like this. This mustache in the sky.
I mean, flaunt mustache would be probably a pretty good name for the ability. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I'll run it by Buckles. He's the king of such things.
That's true. That's true. Man, okay, you know what the primary problem with the wizard is?
What's that?
It doesn't have coercion. Coercion's so good. I so wish we could give that each like sovereign had a unique city enchantment.
We should be able to do that.
That might be doable. The only issue is you're gonna have to make a particle for each of them.
That's fine. We had talked about maybe the wizard having some extra ability when it comes to focusing on mana for a city. That option where it's like I'm not gonna do anything else besides boost my mana, have some sort of bonus there, maybe based on enchantment or based on the number of essence slots.
Interesting.
Or something. Who's more the Warg or
the Trog?
I should probably take out.
I would go for the Trog personally.
Yeah.
Because I hate Trogs and they need to die. Is where I'm at with that actually.
Okay.
Or you could have gone and done a sweep or whatever.
I don't have the sweep. That's
you don't?
That's charged. That's a charging thing now.
Oh, okay.
I gotta wait a turn.
I see.
Oh my gosh,
you are
dodging up a storm.
The RNG giveth. It happens. Does Howl affect ranged dudes?
Yeah. So I'm gonna fall back.
Yeah.
Protect this guy.
Yeah. I am always very sad when Bailey dies because Bailey is super good because Howl is just an amazingly powerful ability to have.
Yeah, I gotta take him.
I'm telling you, man, backswing is the worst.
Okay.
On bad guys.
I
Anyway.
got Arcane Arrow. It's gonna use 2 mana, but
I'm so sad that I appear to have lost the battle to get mana costs off of hero and unit
it's not
abilities.
in the for the most part. I mean, it is a battle mage, so I don't know what. You really don't think that?
I just hate it. I feel like mana is like for your sovereign. Like mana is what your sovereign uses.
It's the lifeblood.
And like mana costs to me, like it encourages you not to use the ability.
Yeah.
And I hate the idea of encouraging people to not use these sweet abilities that we've made.
Yeah.
So that just bothers me. Let's see.
Dodging abilities. Boo. No. Oh, these guys aren't hitting for as much as I'm.
They are not. I am surprised. Did they get
Okay,
nerfed?
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
That was a little fate tempting there.
Hell out of here.
All right, got some more questions. Let's see. Could we have some artwork on heroes if we equip them with high tier weapons? I thought we did. Don't we show weapons on heroes?
Yeah, there's definitely a system in there to change out to swap those out. So I think we just need to hook a bunch of them up.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah,
so that's a yes.
That's a thing. That will be a thing.
Can you hypnotize the Sorcerer King's special key holders, aka lieutenants? No. In the alpha, you could.
Yeah, that was a bug at one point.
I don't know if it was necessarily a bug, as it was
a,
so much as an oversight, but it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, that was.
I think that was only in the alpha, though.
Oh,
I think we changed that by beta.
Up until 2 weeks ago, you could cast Kill on the Sorcerer King himself. So there's.
That's maybe a little OP.
Yeah, that was a little.
Let's see.
Lame.
Is the Swamp Giant on your side? Can you fight him and hypnotize him to move him into your army? If the Swamp Giants joined the Sorcerer King and then you fought them, presumably you could hypnotize them.
Yeah, sure.
But if you ally with them, you would get. I mean, you would get the hero, and then they would give you stuff. So there would be no hypnotizing there.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's saying the hero. He's asking.
Oh.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because you would have to. He would not. Code wise, he probably wouldn't come on as a champion.
Okay.
Which would kind of screw everything up.
Oh, so he'd be like a regular unit.
Yeah, he would come on as a regular unit. And you just shouldn't be able to do that anyways. Like going to war with them, the whole point of doing good and going up that quest line with miners is to get that guy.
Right.
So you shouldn't be able to get them any other way.
I think that's fair. Our robot friend says mana for abilities is not too bad. Usually it's cheap. Hush you. I need to win this guy. No, we welcome all opinions, even when they're wrong. See, I can be mean to everybody. I don't have to just be mean to Scott. I am all in.
Equal opportunity.
That's right.
A-hole.
Maul, can you get Maul?
I already got it. Oh, I got that first thing. Beeline for that, right?
Although, is this still busted? Because it looks like you don't have Poison Dart, and yet you have the rest of that line.
Yeah, this line shouldn't be here.
Okay.
And that shouldn't be there. Stupid Poison Dart.
Oh, man.
What do I... Okay, so let's go through this again. So I already have Inspire, I thought.
Nope,
no, I have Defend. What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself in strange tongues.
Apparently.
Charge in the first round of combat. Tandis gets +1 move and +2 attack per shard.
Meh. That should be something cool.
Unlock Tandis's lethal focus, which
that's really lame.
Uses a turn to make you stronger.
Lame.
Harbinger replenishes 3 HP every time.
Harbinger is amazing.
Yeah, that's a good end of the line one.
Right. It used to. I believe
these two need love.
I believe in Alpha, Harbinger was 30 + 3 per shard or something like that. It was amazing. Let's see.
Anyways, okay.
Oh, any resolution from last week on the discussion about where enchanting is going to go on the Sovereign tree?
Yeah, we're moving that back. it's still basically we want it to be something that you get between 50 and 100 turns.
Okay.
So we just need to play with its position.
Are we going to go ahead and add the level requirement idea that you had?
I don't
Where like
think
you have
so.
to be like level 5 or whatever?
I don't think so, just because we wouldn't use it anywhere else, so it requires new UI, and it like if we did that more, and we may if we end up doing, we had talked about longer sovereign trees. If we beef up the sovereign trees in interesting ways, we may end up doing that.
All right.
But as of right now, it'll probably be just like 2 deep. And it's going to unlock 2 slots right off the bat, not 1.
Oh, that's nice.
I could see like maybe the Tyrant only gets 1 slot or something where.
You be nice to the Tyrant.
But he's so good in other ways. He needs to be bad in other ways.
You be nice to the Tyrant, Scott. He is super freaking good, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. What would you say the easiest hero for new players to use is, and what is the strongest unit and hero in the game for good and evil? So the wizard is intended to be kind of the most straightforward, the newbie friendly sovereign to play, and he comes with Tandis, which is why. So he's just kind of strong magic guy, and he gets the strong, fighter frontline hero guy.
Yep.
Build your shard shrine, please. I can't abide shard shrines not being built. So that's the intention, is that is going to be the easiest for new players. But as we said, both Tandis and Galar are getting a pass right now. That's actually what Scott probably should be doing. And that's what that's why he's playing.
What the notepad is.
That's what notepad is about. And so they're going to be better shortly. When actually, hopefully we'll have some of that to show next week. We're gonna have some of that to show next week, right?
We had talked. Okay, so this is a complaint that came up. Stalkers. Single stalkers attacking cities is Lamesville.
I didn't realize it was still in 1992.
I'm just putting these in to find out when exactly, like the timeline for.
Yeah, no, that feels very, very Clueless.
Yeah,
aka the movie.
Okay,
that's where that's where I think that lands for me, or like really early Buffy.
Lame.
Which I think early Buffy was what, like 92, 94, something like that.
Okay, here's one for you. Lame to the max.
Ooh. That's a little earlier. That's a little like 88.
Yeah,
I feel like.
89, 88.
Yeah, that's like Bart Simpson.
Yeah, come on.
Like vintage Bart Simpson. Remember when Bart was supposed to be the star of The Simpsons?
Yeah.
And they like it was all Bart and like Bart Man and like Don't Have a Cow Man and all that kind of stuff. And gosh, that must have been more like 85, 86. Or 86, 87.
Yeah.
But man, yeah. And then they figured out that Homer was actually the funny one, and the show got way better and turned into the classic that it is. Let's see.
Okay, so stalkers attacking cities are Lamesville.
Totally Lamesville.
Lame to the max. I feel. So let's see. Let's see if we can.
You're gonna have to sovereign power it.
Oh jeez.
Oh god, it's triple stalkers too. Do you? I mean, I was gonna say, can you like
hypnotize?
Go for it, man.
What the hell?
You win. It's you're so boned.
Did they?
Wait, so let's see. God, hypnotize is so bad.
Wait, I
it
think
costs so much.
They use
resist chance 97%. Oh god, are they? Is it? It's not rolling off of their like ranged resist or anything. How are they resisting that at 97%? That's insane.
Oh. They're
What's
not
going on
like
here?
They're not meant.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Oh
Not
gosh.
magical
Well,
creatures.
yeah. I mean, they're just woof.
Run away.
I think you can look at their detail window if you click on them in the turn log. There you go.
Okay.
So spell resist 5. Okay, something's going on with hypnotize because that is whack.
Yeah.
That is whack, and that's about 94, by the way.
Resist.
94, on the other hand, is pretty fresh. I'm feeling pretty Tribe Called Quest on that. Which, by the way, you should totally listen to Tribe Called Quest. They're super good.
Whatever. Let's see. Okay.
Is it possible to add a scouting skill to heroes where when you right-click on an enemy, it will show which crafting items it will drop? I don't know. How do you feel about that, Scott? I feel like that is kind of something that you'll learn as you play the game. Like once you've played a couple games, you
Yeah.
kind of know. You're like, okay, like I need to go kill Sorcerer King armies to get Shadow Wargs, to get the Shadow Warg hides or whatever.
That's something that you would use
Rarely.
Yeah,
I feel like.
you may use it the first few games that you play, and then once you learn
What
it.
might be interesting, actually, would be though to add like an in fiction kind of lore thing to the tooltip for when you mouse over it in your crafting screen. So you're like, oh man, I need this thing.
Yeah.
For like my next sword or whatever, and mouse over that crafting ingredient,
and
and it says like
get it from.
typically found from whatever.
Yeah.
That might be
that. Yes.
because that way, A, it's really easy for us to do because it's just adding text to a tooltip, and B, I feel like that's where I would use it. Like that's where I would want to know.
Yeah. It's not so much what is this guy going to give me. It's more, where can I get this item? I friggin' need a dark heart. Where can I get that? Yeah.
And then and like Buckles could maybe have some fun with those.
Yeah.
Like Ogre Blood. Where do I find Ogre Blood? Do you seriously have to ask this question? All right, let's see. I never spend the turn to activate Lethal Focus because Naked Tandis already hits for 30 to 50, and I'd rather take 2 turns of that than 1 turn of 36.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's
for sure.
And at the end of the day, that has to be the
measuring
bar
stick. Yep.
That we measure. Like, is it just better to attack? If it's better to attack, then the ability's worthless.
Yep. Especially for heroes.
Yeah.
Especially for Tandis. I mean, almost more than anybody, just because he is so strong, especially once he gets mauled.
Looks like he didn't.
He didn't actually take over your city? What
city.
happened? No, he did. He did.
Did he?
Or somehow you still have a Pioneer there? Okay, this is really weird.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Zoc is gone.
Pioneer didn't go in. Yeah. So.
Wow, that is weird.
And
not only is it lame to the max.
And it's broken. And it's broken. Cowabunga. Now we're just being dumb as hell.
Yeah, we are. That's about 1986, 87, because that is copyright Michelangelo of the Ninja Turtles. There we go. Now he's going to kill your pie. You really don't need to go into this battle, Scott. I mean, I guess you could try to flame dart it or something, but you're 3%. Oh,
okay.
boy.
So, wait, and actually, more importantly, I don't.
More important than Cowabunga, Scott? Really?
Stalker has a 97%
resist. Yeah.
On
Gilmoy says that he has never seen Hypnotize work. So I wonder if
that's how. I mean,
I feel like it might be a
works.
Hypnotize problem.
It definitely works. I got this guy, the Filthy Archer.
Did you, or did you get him from a quest?
No, I got him by.
You got him from Hypnotize. All right.
I battled some quest bandits, and I hypnotized the last one.
All right,
so.
fair enough. Not a good use of your 50 mana, by the way, because that is one weak ass archer.
that was poor playing. I deserve whatever you have to say to me over that. I'm just trying to get whoever's playing the whenever Adam is mean take a drink game. I'm just trying to get them into the hospital, basically. One thing that we added, there's a lot of weirdness with this tower.
Yeah.
When you would approach it from different ways, like the gate would appear, but the rest of it wouldn't. So now when you step over this ZOC threshold, it just
shows you
the
the
first
whole
time.
damn
It just
thing.
it just shows you the tower.
Gotcha.
Maybe we'll do some text or something to kind of underscore what exactly is going on. But
Sure.
It's a big fat tower in the distance. You can see it.
That seems reasonable.
So that's just a little, all this little polish stuff that we're doing.
For sure.
Yep.
All right, y'all. We're at an hour.
Okay.
I have to actually go do real work, which is lame. I would much rather sit here and make fun of Scott playing Sorcerer King.
One of these days, we're going to get through a game.
One of these days. Speaking of, actually.
Speaking of, next week, we'll definitely start our Let's Play.
So we're going to have one game that we just keep on playing.
We have one game, and it should only take like 2 weeks.
You think?
I think so.
If you actually play the game.
If I play the game, right now, arena maps are pretty reasonable.
Yeah?
You should be able to get through one in 2 hours.
Okay.
I mean, ideally they had talked about wanting arena maps to be like less than 1 hour affair. I don't know if we'll ever get there.
Sure.
Without adjusting like numbers and stuff.
Sure.
But he was down there.
Oh, one thing that came up in the chat is that it's not fun to force someone down one path to have to get enchanting.
Oh yeah,
Sovereignty.
Without
That's
a
for
doubt.
sure changing.
That is without a doubt.
Yep. So.
It'll be off like the main drag basically. Whatever we find people do the most, we'll probably make it the second one in off of there. So,
or you could just give it no prereqs if you wanted to. You could just plop it down in the middle.
Then it would be the first one that you could get, and we really want to push it back enough where
because you can't do the gate it by level, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. No, fair
that's
enough.
fine.
Fair enough. All right. So next week we're gonna start the Let's Play.
Absolutely.
We're gonna play through an actual game, which is something we've been trying to do forever, and the game.
We're gonna have a
changes
lot of
too
new artwork, a lot of new. Oh, I could probably show a new battle map. Let me show.
Okay, you show us a new battle map, Scott.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a pass for cheating this once.
Swamp.
Just pop the fog.
Oh,
Grief.
yeah. Where?
Just grab somebody and move them into the swamp.
Oh,
there
look.
you go.
See, there's that battle mage that. Oh, the magician is screwed up somehow. That's weird.
Oh my, yeah, something weird's going on there.
Is this new?
Oh
yeah.
You got something weird going on with this. There's an invisible magician in the enemy army.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yeah, the magician is kind of screwed up. But
anyway,
the battle map, we got some
that's
particle
sweet.
effects.
Yeah, I like it.
A little bit of weird shadow work there, but in general, that'll be one of the big things going out in Beta 6 whenever it goes out is brand new battle maps.
Yay! My one word reaction to this map, farty. It looks very farty to me.
It's funny because that was the one word that I used as inspiration. I'm like, every single one of these maps has to like convey a singleton.
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
one word. And
farty.
Yeah, farty. No,
perfect.
The green.
Okay, one actual more little topic because it came up, and I think it's an interesting thought from the chat. The CW says make enchant dependent on the number of unlocked skills that you have. That's kind of an interesting idea. Like your first enchant slot unlocks when you get 5 sovereign skills.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I guess that's the problem. There is just a matter of UI. If we don't do that anywhere else, then that's where I would prefer. I mean, I like that. I like the idea of things coming a little bit more naturally, but I think that's where we would implement properly the dangling ones that are based on level.
Sure.
That would be where you have a whole row of things that's like this requires level 5. You got to be at level 10.
It would be kind of like I mean I know it would be more work at this point, and Jenna has moved on to other projects, but like I actually like that idea a lot. Like if you had, God, it's so farty when you move the camera. If you had like a meter at the bottom of your sovereign skill tree that like filled up. And had its little breakpoints of like this is where you unlock your first enchant slot and your second enchant slot and your third enchant slot. That would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
farty.
It's very farty. That's all I got. All right. All right, y'all. I said that already, but whatever. It's 1994, and we come strapped with maximum. With humor to the max.
Word to your mother and
that's right.
What else? Okay, we gotta go.
We really do. But it's been fun, guys. Thanks for coming by as always. Drop your questions, drop your bug reports on the forums, all that kind of stuff. Can you move the camera? There's an option, I believe, that unlocks the camera in the option screen. There was at one point.
Control-Shift-C.
Yeah, but you have to enable cheat for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's.
I thought there was an option in the
there
option
is
screen.
For the main map at least. I don't know. If
oh, maybe not for tactical.
But yeah, it's advanced.
It's like storyteller camera.
Storyteller camera.
Yep. Sweet. All right.
Wait. What?
Oh.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
What do we? I'm trying to segue, and I'm really bad at it.
Oh no, that's fine because it's actually my responsibility to pimp the next thing that we're doing. No, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, Mohawk will be streaming Off-Road Trading Company. as they do every week. They actually changed their time slot on Thursdays, so it's an earlier kind of morning stream, but they are always, as always, archived on YouTube, so you can catch it there. So Off-Road Training coming to tomorrow. Gal Civ 3 on Friday. Even though the office is closed, Paul and Kristen actually will be.
Are they doing it from their home?
No, I think they're coming in.
Wow.
They want to. They're
Legit.
dude, they're
awesome.
hardcore, man. Like they get it done. So Paul and Kristen will be streaming Gal Civ for your pleasure on Friday, so you can look forward to that. Happy Easter, guys! I won't see you before that, but enjoy your spring festival, whatever you may call it.
Absolutely.
And hopefully it's spring where you live, and not the perpetual state of just awfulness that Michigan has decided that it's going to be this year.
It's 55 right now. It's getting.
It
up
is
there.
like 60. It is like 60 now.
It's getting there.
Yeah, because it's freaking April, so it's about time, is all I'm saying. All right. I'm seriously going to cut the stream. Thanks for coming, guys.
Bye.